Oh, this the wrong side. How you flip it the other way? Oh, I see it. Hold on. All right, there you go, yeah. Flipping it. We trying to, yeah, that's what we trying to do. We come out here, we just try to shake the hands of the noble. Live right now. Let me try to fix this a little bit.
Yourself on the side, too.
Yeah, we the real Jews.
Call yourself. Say what?
You know that's biblical. You got your hair wrapped.
I know, but I'm from Haiti.
You from Haiti?
No.
I can't hear you.
Isaiah. Wake up, Isaiah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
You know the truth. You know the truth. You not an Israelite?
No.
What you classify yourself as?
Whatever God want me to do.
If you did your people come to America by way of slave ships?
Of course you did.
See, that's how we know we the Israelites, because the Bible said it. Get that, Deuteronomy 28:68. We're gonna show you, sister. If you can humble down a little, we can deal with you. Okay.
Don't judge me.
All right. You can get the scripture anyway. All right. Have a good evening, sister. And our people crazy out here, boy. That's the problem.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way of I speak to thee.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
By the way of
By the way whereof
I spake unto thee.
Right.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right.
And there you shall be sold into your enemies.
So that's how we know we the Israelites, because we got sold to our enemies, man. The white man sold us. That's why we still over here to this day, man. So, man, if our people can humble down, we could deal with them, man. But, you know, we got pride, and we think we know something. We think we dropping Jews. You know what I'm saying? I got Jews to drop, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's that pride, you know, and that goes right before your destruction. You know? Get on, Joel. 2-1. So Shalom, Israel. We out here teaching the gospel again through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakak. You know, the Most High got us out here again to wake up our people from this deep sleep that they in. And you know, we come out here, we love our people, so we come out here and tell them the truth, man. You know, the white man is not gonna tell you this truth, man. Why you think they got churches set up everywhere on this green earth? You know, on the Most High green earth.
Book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days.
Oh, shit. Shalaki. Shalaki, Israel. Phone falling and stuff. All right, get it again, now.
The book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1.
Come.
For behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captive of Judah and captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
Right, the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, the so-called Black Americans, Latinos, and Native American Indians.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, Jehoshaphat.
And will please in them there for my people and for my inheritance Israel.
So the Most High is going to plead with all these nations that put their hands on us. And they're going to be destroyed.
whom they have scattered among the nations and betrayed my land. And they have cast lots for my people.
Right, they cast lots for us, they sold us.
And they're given a boy for a harlot, and sold their girl for wine.
So they sold our daughters for wine.
That
keep going.
That they might drink.
So that they may drink.
Yea, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon?
So what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon?
And all the coast of Palestine?
And all the coast of Palestine. Tyre and Sidon is them Hamites, the ancient Hamites, which today they would be considered Africans. They would be classified as Africans today, the Hamites.
Will you render me a recompense?
Right, will you render me a recompense?
And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, I will return your recompense upon your own head.
Right, so the Most High is going to pay them back for selling us in slavery, man. All these nations, they come in our neighborhoods and make money off us. The Most High is going to expose them for that. You know, y'all can forget it all y'all want. We always going to acknowledge our slavery. We always going to acknowledge the way that these Edomites did us, man. We always going to keep our ancestors. We always going to make sure we didn't forget about what they did to our ancestors, man. The Arabs, the Palestinians, the Hamites, Africans today, the African people today, and the so-called white man, we always gonna remember that until the Most High pay y'all back for what y'all did to our people.
Because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goody pleasant things.
Right, his goody pleasant things, man. You took the Most High's jewelry, man. Just like today, you got white folks, Edomites, wearing that expensive jewelry. Where do you think they got that from? They got it from West Africa, man. They got it from West Africa. You know? They got that stuff, the blood diamonds, they got that stuff from West Africa. They showed you in the movie, the blood diamonds, how they take the minerals of Africa and bring it here in Europe, America, and British, and Europe, and to different nations and make money off of it. Keep going.
The children also of Judah.
The children of Judah, you African Americans, you black Americans, you known as Judah, according to the Bible. Keep going.
And the children of Jerusalem.
And the children of Jerusalem.
Have ye sold into the Grecians?
Have ye sold unto the Grecians? Now this is a controversial topic we're speaking about, because you got people that say the Edomites is not the so-called white man. You got people that say the Edomites are not the so-called white man, they're Arabs. Read that again, that last verse again.
The children also of Judah.
The children also of Judah.
And the children of Jerusalem.
And the children of Jerusalem, you black Americans, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Keep going.
Have ye sold unto the Grecians?
Have ye sold unto the Grecians, the Greeks? Drop that. You know what I want. What's that scripture? Yeah, Amos. So we're going to show you that the Edomites are the Greeks, the so-called white people. I need y'all to write down these scriptures. Salakia. We need y'all to write down these scriptures because the Edomites are not the Arabs, man. Get that.
The book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 9.
Come.
Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh.
For three transgressions.
For three transgressions.
Of Tyre.
Of Tyre.
And for four.
And for four.
I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
So he's not going to turn away the punishment thereof.
Because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom.
So Edom is the Greeks that we just read in Joel. They're not the Arabs, man. They're the Greeks. They're Esau. The Edomites are the so-called white people today. They sold us in the hands of Tyre and Zidon, the Zidonians, man. So there you have it, man. Drop that and get on Revelation 13:1.
Oh, excuse me.
It's all right, sister.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9.
Come.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
So you got 2 ears. Listen.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So the way they led us into captivity, they're destined to go into captivity. It's only right. People, you fake Christians out there, you like to say God loves everybody. But what was the love when our people, you know what I'm saying, go through the tribulation that they go through? You know what I'm saying? They started killing and destroying our people. Where's the love, man? If God loves everybody, why is we steady getting killed and gunned down in the streets? It's because God don't love everybody, man. God only loves the Israelites. Anybody that's descending off of their father's side of one of the 12 sons of Israel, it don't matter how you look. If your forefather on your father's side go back to one of them 12 sons, you are an Israelite. So this is not about color, but color is an indicator, you know. It's more so about the bloodline. The Jews are black according to the Bible, that's the bloodline. The Israelites, the ancient Israelites were black in the Bible, that's the bloodline. Drop that and get Isaiah 14. So right now we on the south side of Chicago. Where we at? We on 85th and Cottage Road. We preaching the gospel of the Lord, Yahweh, to wake our people up out the deep sleep. You know. Once again, this is why we come out here. We out here bold like lions. We ain't scared of nothing. Don't nothing put fear in us. The only thing we fear is the Lord, man. Because the Lord can kill you. The Lord can have you when you get hit by a bus. That's how dreadful the Lord is. We not scared of man. They breathe just like us. Get that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1.
Come.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
So the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. Who is Jacob? Watch out. Jacob is the 12 tribes of Israel. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you are considered Jacob in the Bible.
And will yet choose Israel.
And will yet choose Israel. No, the Gentiles.
And will yet choose Israel.
No, the other nations.
And will yet choose Israel.
Israel, keep going.
And set them in their own land.
So he will set them in their own land.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
So who are the strangers, man? Keep going.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
So the strangers is the other nations, man. These other people that's in our neighborhoods making money off of us, exploiting us, making hoes out of our women. You know what I'm saying? Shooting our men, getting them locked up. That's the strangers, man. The outsiders, man. Those are the strangers according to the Bible. Keep going out.
And the people shall take them.
And the people shall take them.
And bring them to their place.
And bring them to their place.
And the house of Israel
and the house of Israel shall what?
Shall possess them.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
In the land of the Lord.
In the land of the Lord. That's Israel.
For servants.
By the way, Israel is North Africa.
In the land of the Lord.
In the land of the Lord.
For servants.
For servants.
And handmaids.
And handmaids. So they're gonna be our servants, man. Then we serve them. They made 1 million movies. Django Unchained. Roots. Goodbye Uncle Tom. It's only right, man. It's only right. Let me see this right. Drop that and get oh, that's not what I want. What else? Salakia. No, go to Jeremiah 44:4. So we're gonna switch topics for a minute. We're gonna get into something else. You know, the spirit of Yahweh. It's another beautiful day. In our captivity, we're still in captivity, but the Lord, we serve Him on this beautiful Sabbath. You know, beautiful day of the Most High. Yeah, 44:4. They were the brothers right there. And Shalom, Mark. Shalom. Get that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, verse 4.
Come.
Howbeit, I sent unto you all my servants the prophets.
All my servants the prophets.
rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate.
Right, the abominable thing, everything that's contrary against the Bible, like being gay, homosexual, killing your brother, all these is contrary against the word. Keep going.
But they hearken not.
Right, they don't listen, man. They want to do what they do, you know?
Nor incline their ears to turn from their wickedness to burn no incense unto other gods.
How about you outside Barakatah? How about you outside Barakatah? Shalom. How about you outside Barakatah? Shalom. Shalom. How about you outside Barakatah? We live right now. Y'all can get in on this if y'all want. Yeah, they finna get on the line. You know what? We're gonna fast forward. They can teach you. They can teach you. Now, who can teach you? Nah, I can't. Okay, he can't, bro. All right, well, give me y'all do y'all thing. Revelations 3 and 9. Revelation 3 and 9. As you see, the more the brothers came up, you know, the spirit of Yahweh I see outside.
The book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie.
Right, they lie. You know, that's all they do is tell lies.
Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet.
Right.
And to know that I have loved thee.
So the Most High love us, the children of Israel, you know? He don't love the other nations, man. He only dealing with us, man. You know? Everywhere you go is the same thing, you know. It's bandit buildings, people snorting drugs and stuff like that. Jake walked with his head down. It's the same thing everywhere. We was just in Harvey, man. And it was the same thing out there, man. You know? It's just about the same thing. So the Most High is punishing us because we forgot his laws. So from there, get on, we're going to show you that the Jews cannot be possibly white anyway. Get Jeremiah 36 and 14. We're going to deal with the word Cush. This was a video that I was supposed to put up yesterday, but I couldn't do it. Now we're going to do it right now. We're going to show you that the Israelites, the Hebrews, was referred to being Cush, not because they were Ethiopian, because they were dark skinned. So get that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 36, verse 14. Therefore all the prince sent to Jehidu, right, the son of Natharha, Nepion, Nathaniah, the son of Shemaliah, the son of Kishai,
the son of Cushi,
unto Baruch, saying, take in thine hand to roll red thou hast red in the ears.
So this is the word, this is Cushi. Now Cushi is the father of Zephaniah. We're going to show you that. Now remember, Cush was a Hamite. He was the son of Ham. Now the Israelites was referred to Cush because of their dark skin. Now drop that and get get Psalms 7 and 8, 7 and 1. It's like Psalm 7 and 8. Okay. Get Psalm 7 and 1. You know what? Let him get up there. I'm going to show you. Psalm 7.
Psalm 7 and 1. Oh Lord, my God.
Jump up to the right there. Where is she? Yeah, it's going to show you the Cush.
Singing of David, which he sang unto the Lord concerning the words of Cush.
The words of Cush.
And Benjamite.
So Cush, you got a brother from the tribe of Benjamin. His name was Cush. Now, what do the word Cush mean? When you go to Google and type in Cush, it's referring to dark skin, man. So the Israelites was called Cush. And here go another scripture. Go back to Jeremiah 36:14. We're gonna get that again. Then we're gonna get Zephaniah. Zephaniah's father was this person that we're gonna get right now. His name was Cushi. And the word Cushi is referred to as dark skin. That's where you get the word Ethiopian from. You know?
Jeremiah chapter 14.
13 and 14. 36 and 14.
36 and 14. Therefore, all the princes of Jehudi, the son of Nathanaha, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Cush, Cushi.
The son of Cushi. Now that's Cush right there. That's the prophet Zephaniah's father. We're going to get that. Go to Zephaniah 1 and 1. Okay? And there you have it. When you go into the Strongs, it reads Cushi, their blackness. It's saying ancestor of Jehudi, the father of the prophet Zephaniah. So was he an Ethiopian, a Hamite? No. He was a black man. He was a Hebrew. Get that. Zephaniah 1 and 1. He was a Hebrew. There you have it. So how the white man is the Jew when the Jews was called Cush and Cush, the Benjaminite? Yeah, right there.
Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 1.
Come.
The word of the Lord which came unto Zephaniah,
right,
the son of Cushi.
Now Cushi, that was the same Cushi we read in Jeremiah. So he was black. Now you can fast forward and get Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures we normally go to. You know, I just pulled these out of the hat because I was doing a little studying, so I ran across that and I was like, oh, that's more proof that they're black, you know?
You said 1 and 5?
Yeah, 1 and 5.
Song of Solomon chapter 1 verse 5. I am black but comely.
So Solomon say, I am black but comely.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
As the tents of Kedar.
Now Kedar was Ishmael's son. That was Abraham's grandson. They were black too, man. And such as Israel. Because we all come from Abraham.
As the curtains of Solomon.
As the curtains of Solomon.
Look not upon me because I am black.
Right, so don't look at me because I'm black.
Because the sun hath looked upon me.
There you have it. The sun, when you're in the sun, you get darker. You know what I'm saying? You go to the beach, you jump in the water, and you know that sun beaming on your skin, you try to take a picture, you got to shade darker, you know? That's off of the sun, you know? Now fast forward to get Songs of Solomon 5 and 11.
Songs of Solomon chapter 5 verse 11.
Yeah.
His head is as the most fine gold.
So his head is as the most fine gold.
His locks are bushy, as black as a raven.
So his locks are bushy and black as a raven. You know? So we got his skin color now, it's his hair texture, you know? You know? Right now when you go into the Bible, we're not dealing with no pale Arabs, man, no pale Jews, man. The Jews are black. The people that's in Jerusalem today is not the ancient Israelites, man. They didn't come out of Egypt with Moses. They're imposters, man. Every movie that you see about the Bible, they got white characters on there, man. And that's not biblical, you know. They're Edomites. You can go get Numbers 12 and 9. Dealing with leprosy, you know.
Numbers chapter 12 and verse 9. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them.
Right.
And he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle.
Right.
And behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
So this is Moses' sister right here, Miriam. She spoke up against Moses because he was married to an Ethiopian woman, and the Lord said, "Okay, I'm gonna take your skin color away from you. I'm gonna make you white as snow." This is the Bible, man. So the white man, you know, they swear in the Bible, but they don't tell no truth about the Bible. You know? We ain't making this up. We can read, man. We're not illiterate, you know. We know this, man. So she became white as snow. Like a little more meat on that.
God. That was in 13 and 11.
Go to 11. It's gonna get to the point. So Miriam was turned white, man. She was black at first, and then she got turned white. The Lord did that to her.
And Aaron said unto Moses.
Right. Aaron said to Moses.
Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned.
Right.
Verse 12. Let her not be as one dead,
right,
of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb.
So that's like a newborn baby. When a woman, you know what I'm saying, she's 9 months pregnant, then her days to be fulfilled when she have a baby. The baby don't come out with skin color like that. That got to be developed from 12 days to, you know what I'm saying, about 30 days. You know what I'm saying? That skin color got to get in, you know. So the baby was half consumed, just like Aaron and Moses' sister, you know, Miriam. And who was that person? Genesis 25 and 25. This person that they was talking about was Esau right here. You know, that's the he, you know, the father of the white people today, man.
God. Genesis chapter 25, verse 25. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
So he was red and hairy. He was red and he was hairy.
And they called his name Esau.
So his name was called Esau, which means washed away as he, or driven away as he. He had no skin color, you know. And then now they ruling over us, man. We was the top rulers. Now the base men is ruling over us, man. This is Esau, the father of the Edomites, the Europeans today.
And after that came his brother out.
Right, his brother, his aunt. Keep going.
And his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
Right.
And his name was called Jacob.
Now that's our father right there. Jacob is the father of the 12 tribes of Israel.
And so his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bore them.
Right, so there you have it. Now you could drop that and get Isaiah 29 and 22. Just to revisit the scriptures.
So 29, 22. Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 29, 22.
Done.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob.
Right, the house of Jacob, you Israelites.
Jacob shall not now be ashamed,
right,
neither shall his face now wax pale.
So look, we're not going to be white today, and then 2,000 years ago we was black. We're going to be black, man. We're going to be different shades of brown, man. We're not going to be ashamed of waking up and saying we the Israelites and saying that the people that's claiming to be Israelites are not Israelites. We're not going to be ashamed. We're going to tell them, if a Jewish person walk up right now, we're going to tell them his judgment. And we're going to tell them you're going to go into captivity, and then you stole our inheritance, man. You're going to pay for that. So this is what we must do when we come out. We bold like lions, man. You know? And that's what it's all about, because we're doing the work of the Most High. So get Job 30 and 30. You got people that saying Job was an Edomite, which that's not true. Hey, all right, get that scripture we read. It said Job. It was in Genesis. Remember we marked it down? I think it was Genesis like 27. Yeah, Job 30 and 30.
Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat.
So Job said, my skin is black upon me, you know, and my bones are burned with heat. Yeah. So that's Job. Job was a black man from the tribe of...
49 verse 49.
Yeah, go to Genesis 49 and 14. No, that's not it. It's I can find it. Salakia. Yeah, get that again. I'll get that again.
Job?
Yeah.
This is Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat.
So that's Job. That was the upright man that feared the Lord, man.
It's in Genesis 49 or what?
You
look for the genealogy?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that genealogy. I'm gonna find this right here. It's Genesis 46 and 13. Because they like to say Job was an Edomite. Job was a cracker, a red man.
46 and 13? This is Genesis chapter 46, verse 13. And the sons of Issachar, Salah and Kavah, and Job,
Job,
and Shimron.
So we wanted to focus on Job. Job was an Israelite, man. That was Issachar, that was his son. So just because he lived in a region where Edomites was at and all these other nations, that does not make him an Edomite. Because we in America right now, we're not in Israel. You know how that is. Hey, Ak, you want to hold it? Yeah, because that thing, your thing will fall out. Slakia, Israel. Good. Yeah. Get that thing. So we focus on Job right now. 49, 12. Yeah, 49, 16. 13.
Genesis chapter 46, 13.
Oh,
13. Yeah. And the sons of Issachar, Salah and Kavah and Job.
See, there goes Job right there. Job is an Issacharite, man. He's not a heathen. So drop that and get get Daniel 10 and 5. Daniel 10 and 5. We're going to show you all the black scriptures in the Bible that indicate that the Jews are black. You know? While our women, they want to wear blonde weaves and stuff like that. They want to be like the heathen. The Bible says, learn not to wear the heathen. Get that in Jeremiah 2. We're not supposed to be like the heathen, man. Yeah. Making baldness upon our head, you know. Being homosexuals. The Lord is against this, man. This behavior.
This is Daniel chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lifted up mine eyes.
Right, so he lifted up his eyes.
And looked, and behold, a certain man. Clothed in linen. Whose loins were girded with fine gold. Euphrates, his body also was like the burley.
Yep.
And his face as the appearance of lightning.
Right.
And his eyes as lamps of fire.
So he had red eyes. He was always working, you know.
And his arms and his feet likened in color.
Yep.
To polished brass.
So that's a man of color right there. And why was his face like the appearance of lightning? Get Ecclesiastes 8 and 1. We're gonna show you why his face was like lightning, man. He looked just like us, man. So this is what it is, man.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 1. Who is the wise man?
Who is as the wise man? You going?
And who knoweth the interpretation of a thing?
Yahweh.
A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine.
So that's why his face was like the appearance of lightning. Because when you look at him, his face, he had a glow to it. You know what I'm saying? He had radiance. You know, he was a radiant and vibrant man. You know?
And the boldness of his face shall change.
Right, the boldness of his face, right. Drop that and get on Proverbs 28 and 1. Baba Shah. This is what it's about. Hey,
This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 1.
Come.
The wicked flee when no man pursueth.
Right, the wicked. Keep going.
But the righteous are bold as a lion.
That's what we righteous. We out here in the middle of the hood. 79th, man. There's a lot of killers that go on over there, man. You know what I'm saying? Police be running back to and from, you know what I'm saying, to get the killers and lock niggas up. But they never catch nobody though. You know? But we out here in the thickest, man. We right here in the chief place of Chicago. We on the south side of Chicago right now, you know? Ain't nothing gonna run us over from off the street unless the Lord tell us to go somewhere else, man. You know, so we bold as lions, man. Get on Isaiah 14:4. That's what it's about.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and 1?
Yeah,
14 and 4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
See, that's where we at right now. We in Babylon. Keep going.
And say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
So yeah, this world is gonna be broken, man. And 2/3 you Black Americans, man, Latinos and Native American Indians, y'all just don't see it, man. Y'all don't see it. Y'all look at us as like, you know, like a bunch of niggas. You know, y'all ain't got nothing else better to do. Why y'all ain't at the club? You know, so why y'all ain't popping bottles? You know, but we are men of the Lord. We have jobs, every last one of us. You know, we go to work. We work just like y'all. You know, we make money and get our daily bread just like y'all. You know, and we come out here to tell y'all that this place is going to be destroyed. This is why we out here, man. We love our people, so we come out here and prophesy.
Revelations 13, verse 13.
Come.
And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven.
That's the nuclear missiles right there. Read that again.
Revelations 13, 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven.
That's the missiles. When you watch Russia Today, or you watch CNN, you see how Kim Jong-un and Russia and them, they testing their missiles. That's fire that's coming out of heaven, man. Drop that, you get Isaiah 95. So that's what it is. And this is going to, after these bombs hit, this place is going to be no more. It's going to be a big desert, man. For the jackals and, you know, like wild birds and stuff like that. Desert eagles is going to inhabit this place, you know?
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise.
Right. Y'all seen 300, you know, gladiators, all that.
The garments rolled in blood.
The garments rolled in blood. Somebody got killed in the land of duty, you know, back then, you know?
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
So what's that? That's the missiles again. That's that nuclear missiles. Get Isaiah 4:16. That's the nuclear missiles.
Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16.
Come.
Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals and the fire,
Yep.
and bringeth that forth an instrument.
Right. What's that instrument?
For his work, and I have created the waster to destroy.
So there you have it. It said, behold, I have created the smith. You know, they're in the laboratories, you know, making these missiles, man. You know, that's how they able to get these missiles made. You know, the nuclear engineering, you know, of the missiles. So drop that Job 20 and 21. Give Revelations 11 and 13. Let him get this first.
Revelations chapter 11, verse 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven.
God of heaven, the Most High. Keep going.
The second woe is past.
So the second woe is past.
Behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
That's what we're waiting on right now, the third war, you know. That's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on World War III. Because when that happens, then you really going to have to know how this understanding of the Bible. You know, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, you know. It's not going to be just off of bread, you know. That's why the Lord said when Satan had tempted him, he said, it is written that no man shall live off bread alone, but by every word of the Most High. Because guess what? You can go get some beggar's pizza, man, and then you could get hit by a bus or something, you know. That's the life. But you was full, but that wasn't going to say, you know. I'll be back.
This is Job 20 and 21. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods.
Right, so yeah, there you have it. It's going to be destroyed. Everything is going to be destroyed.
Job 21 and 20.
Right.
His eyes shall see his destruction.
Right, his eyes shall see his destruction.
And he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty.
Right.
For what pleasure hath he in his house after him, when the number of his months is cut off in the midst?
And that's America. Hey, the number of his months is going to be cut off, man, because the Most High got a time when he's going to destroy this place, man. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah, that was just 2 cities that was full of homosexuals, man. You know how many cities in America that's full of people that's gay? And I'm going to say it, man. You know how many cities in America that's full of gay people, LGBTQP, however you say that, you know. The Most High going to destroy this place, you know. That's why he said if he wouldn't left a remnant, we would have been on Sodom and Gomorrah, you know. We would have got destroyed, man, a long time ago. The Lord would have been coming for that ass, you know. Revelations 11, 13.
It's Revelation.
That's not important to the Bible, brother.
Revelation chapter 11 and 13. At the same hour was there a great earthquake.
Looking all disgusting. No, it's Revelations 11 and 8. Revelations 11 and 8. You don't get his ass hurt.
Revelations chapter 11 and 8.
Come.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Right, like him right there. Keep going.
Which spirit continually is called.
Yeah, which spiritually called
Sodom and Egypt.
Right, and it was called Sodom because it was a city full of homosexuals out there in the book of Genesis. And it's called Egypt is because you had ancient Egypt and then the Egypt where the slaves built up this place right now. So it's spiritually called Sodom and Egypt in the book of Revelations. And that's where we at right now, you know, because this is the home of the slaves, man. Get on 35. That nigga ain't got nothing better to do than just hate on somebody. We doing the work of the Lord.
This is Ezekiel.
If you listen, you can come over here and get this understanding. He'd be over here with us, man. But our people, man, they got that jealous spirit, man. And the Lord ain't dealing with them, man. Just jealous of us because we doing the work of the Most High, man. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 35, verse 5.
Come.
The because thou hast had a perpetual hatred,
Right.
and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right. So, cause now iniquity is having an end because we coming back to the Most High right now. You know? And they still doing it. They still killing us, you know? You want to get in on this? I'll hold the camera for you. Yeah. I get Obadiah 1 and 1. So our iniquity is coming to an end, man. Because we understanding what it is right now. We understanding what we got to do to come back to the Most High. You know, we got to keep His commandments and teach our people we got the truth. Because we got the commandments to keep them. And we ain't teaching our people, man. The Lord He can get rid of us, man. He can have us back out here lost, man. You get Deuteronomy 28, 48. What's that scripture where it say? He shall smite them with madness and astonishment of heart. Oh, you know what's up?
He said Obadiah 1.
Yeah, Obadiah 1. Standing all the way over there. Right.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
Right. Who is Edom, the so-called white man?
We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
Right, the heathen.
Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Right, so it's going to be a great battle that's going to happen, you know? We read that in Revelation.
Verse 2, Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Right.
Thou art greatly despised. Verse 3, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee.
So the pride of thine heart have deceived thee.
That thou dwellest in the cliffs of the rock.
Right, so they used to dwell in the clefts of the rock, the Caucasus Mountain, you know?
Whose habitation is high.
Whose habitation is high. You go downtown Chicago, you won't see nothing but buildings, man. Because they make them feel back at home, you know? They're in the clefts of the rock.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Right.
Verse 4, thou shalt exalt thyself as the eagle.
Right, the eagle. You look on the back of a dollar bill, or back of an old-fashioned quarter that was you know, made in like 1977 or whatever. You're gonna see the eagle on the back of that. Right.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Right, because they put a they put a satellite out there, man. A big old satellite. They put that out of space, man.
This will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Right. So the Lord is gonna bring them down, man, to the ground.
Verse 5, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
Right, so how art thou cut off?
Would they not have stolen till they have had enough?
So this man don't leave nothing for nobody else, man. He take everything. As you know, they got companies established all around this earth, man. You know?
If the great gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Right.
How are the things of Esau stretched out?
Yeah, how are the things of Esau searched out? Because we know about the Illuminati, man. We know about all his secret societies, man. We know about all that, you know. That's why the Most High is exposing Esau. How are all the things searched out from these Edomites? Drop that to get let's say for that violence
Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
Shame shall cover thee.
So shame is going to cover you Edomites, man. All y'all. You know? Thus saith the Lord, man. What you voting? Yeah, finish it up.
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
And it's going to be cut off forever, you know. Ain't going to be no more Edomites, man. It's going to be like a dream. Remember these people that was, you know what I'm saying, that was once in existence? They not going to be here no more. And who you black people, you 2/3 going to run to when you get back to Israel? We going to be, you know what I'm saying, they going to be back in the kingdom, but they going to still be 2/3, though. They going to be walking with their heads, man. All right, keep going.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. Yahweh shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Right.
And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
So you know how black people, they be trying to, you know, these drug dealers, they want to make money. You know what I'm saying? They probably make a little dollars, and then the Most High send the cops to lock them up. And they end up doing about 15 years, you know? Just for some drugs, man. Just because they wanted to prosper in their own ways. The Most High said, you're not going to prosper in your own ways. You know? Drop that and get Jeremiah 5 and 26. Jeremiah 5 and 26. Get Isaiah 1 and 3.
This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26.
Come.
For among my people are found wicked men,
Right.
and they lie wait, as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men.
So that's what's going on. They set a trap and catch men. Among my people I found wicked men, you know? The children of Israel, they are very disobedient, man. They're very wicked. And you know, the average so-called black man, they not in their right mind anyway, you know? You know, they worry about the wrong things. You know, they be worried about trying to find some females to get with when they should be trying to, you know what I'm saying, get this understanding of this Bible, you know? And find out who they are according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Try to find a job or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Try to get yourself in order, you know? But they not thinking like that. You know? They're lost.
Isaiah chapter 1 and 3.
Come.
The ox knoweth his owner,
Right, the ox knoweth his owner.
and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know.
Right, they don't know who they are.
My people doeth not consider.
They don't even consider. When you talking, brother, you know we the Israelites, right? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get up with y'all next week. But they never come back, man. They never come back. They talk a good game, but when it's time to put up, you know, they not equivalent to that, you know. They don't even know what they know. They don't know the Most High. They don't know there's a benefit for us coming out here trying to wake our people up. They don't know that. They don't know that there's a benefit, man. You know what I'm saying? Waking our people up. They don't know that, but it is. Get on Isaiah 30 and 10. This scripture got us knocked out. Let's hold it up too a little bit, man. But you know I'm extra tall and stuff. I'm about 6'4". Yeah, you got that?
Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10.
Bring it out.
Which say to the seers,
Which say to the seers,
see not,
right? Don't see that. You know, don't have visions of that. Don't do that.
and to the prophets,
Right.
prophesy not unto us right things.
Right.
Speak unto us smooth things.
They want to hear smooth words. They don't want to hear the truth, man. They want to hear something that's not going to require something that they will rationalize as hate. You know what I'm saying? Or why y'all talking so loud? Why y'all got to be out there in the corners like that dude that was just right there, man? All he could do is look, you know. And I'm not mad at the brother, because sometimes you gotta say that Jake don't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. And you be like, damn, why our people got to be like this? You can be real sincere about it, you know. And that's how it is. Get on Isaiah 58.
Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1.
Come.
Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet,
Right.
and show my people their transgression,
Right.
and the house of Jacob their sins.
Right. Because our sins, man, they don't know that they committed sins. You know, our people are simple. You know, they think a sin is cussing, saying the B word or damn and stuff like that. They don't know that a sin is anything that goes contrary against the word of the Most High, man. They don't know that, man. They don't know what a sin is, man. They think one sin is just when you kill somebody or when you do wrong, but it goes deeper to that. It goes deeper to the dietary law. You know what I'm saying? It goes deeper to the customs of Israel. You know, if you don't keep the customs of Israel, you're in the transgression. You're considered a heathen, man. You know? Get that Jeremiah 10. Learn not the way of the heathen. And this is what we must do. We must come back to the Most High. We are the Israelites. We are to wake y'all up to your understanding of the Most High. And so with the Most High, his thoughts, not our thoughts, but the Most High got for us, you know?
Jeremiah 10, verse 1. Hear the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Right?
Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen,
Right.
and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Right, so don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. Don't learn the way of the heathen, man. Get some doggone tattoo that say in a Chinese language that you don't even understand, man. Well, our sister put blonde weave in their hair. Once you rock your natural hair, you know? That's better than anything. At least that ain't gonna fall out, man. As soon as you take that, what's that thing that they be putting that sew in? When you take that out, you got a big old ring right here. And it's been ate out because your scalp ain't breathing, man. You know? And then our sisters, they be hitting themselves upside the head because their head itch. They don't want to itch it, they got to smack their head, you know? It just don't look right, you know? Don't learn the way of the heathen, man. Learn the way of the Most High. How many minutes on that?
I don't see the minutes.
Get out there. Y'all right.
This is Isaiah chapter 5 and 13.
Come.
Therefore my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge.
Right, they don't have no knowledge of the Most High. That's why we come out here.
And their honorable men are famished.
Right, the honorable man died. He don't exist right now, you know?
And their multitude dried up with thirst.
Right, they're not Israel no more. They don't know that they're Israelites. We was a great nation coming out of Egypt. They tell you that in the book of Psalms. I believe it's Psalm 103. They tell you that also Israel came into Egypt, man, and they waxed exceedingly great. Israel came into Egypt, and we multiplied more than the Egyptians, more than the Egyptians. Another black race of people, you know. Jeremiah 17 and 2.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 2. Whilst their children Jeremiah 17, verse 4.
Yeah.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Right.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
So the Lord is very upset with the Israelites, man. He's upset with the Israelites. You know, he's been mad with us for about maybe 3,000 years now, you know. And, you know, we went into the way of the Gentiles, the way of the heathen. You got interracial relationships. know what I'm saying? Sisters date Edomites. You know what I'm saying? For that bread, for that shekalium. They dating a white man just to get political gain in this society. They become strippers. You know what I'm saying? Harlots. Going from house to house, dealing with man to man, having different baby daddies. That's a sin, sisters. The Most High ain't with that. That's going against the word of the Most High. You know? Give Micah 7 and 10. Oh, here we go. Micah 7 and 10.
Micah chapter 7, verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. And shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God?
And that's what they say. They say, where's the Lord thy God? Why he ain't delivered y'all yet?
My eyes shall behold her.
Right, my eyes shall behold her.
Now shall she be trodden down as the mirror of the streets.
Yeah, the mire in the streets. So she gonna be trodden down like dirt, man. Why is she walking in the street like that? Isaiah 16. Read that again.
Chapter 7, verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God?
Right, where is the Lord thy God?
Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the street.
So you sisters want to go from man to man, you know, and you probably might be dealing with a man that was a righteous and upright man. He might have not been in the truth, but maybe he had fear of the Most High, and he was on his way into the truth. And you found your way out of his hands. You didn't want to be with him no more. You wanted to get that money. You wanted to be like Cardi B. You know? You wanted to be like Rihanna, getting tattoos of Egyptian goddesses and Isis and all that. You want to be like that because that's what America pushed. You say, where's the Lord thy God? You know?
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty,
the daughters of Zion, you black women,
and walk with stretched forth necks.
Salaki, you black, Latino, and Native American Indian women, there's the daughters of Zion, the tribes.
And walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
Right, you know, they be rolling their neck, you know, you was in elementary school, they be rolling their hair like that. That's what that is right there. Rolling their neck and stuff. Your mom like, stop, you better not do that again, girl, before I whoop your behind, you know? Getting on them. Right.
Walking and mincing as they go.
Right, walking and mincing as they go.
And making a tinkling with their feet.
And you know what that is? That's when them women be wearing them heels, and they be like, that's that noise right there. The Most High got y'all mapped out, man. Y'all don't even know it.
Therefore, Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
Right, that's why our sisters can't grow hair like that. It's not because, you know what I'm saying, you think that you can't grow hair. It's because the Most High did that to you. Because you're not following his customs, man. So he smited you with the crown of the head.
And Yahweh will discover their secret parts.
So the good Lord Yahweh will discover your secret parts. What's that? You walking half naked. You got sisters walking around with leggings and they ain't got no panties under that, man. And when they bend over, you can see they hold behind, man. And that's putting lust on man too. That's also a sin, man. When you entice a man, you know what I'm saying, the man might be aroused or whatever, and he might be looking at you in the wrong way, and he might be like, I just want to do that. That's putting sin on men. The way you dress, you're supposed to dress with modest apparel, you know? You're supposed to dress like a woman of the Most High. You know? Keep going.
In that day, Yahweh will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments.
Right.
About their feet and their calls and their round tires like the moon.
Right.
The chains and the bracelets.
Chains and the bracelets.
And the mufflers and the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets.
Yep.
And the earrings.
And the earrings. You know the black woman love them earrings. Looking all beautiful and stuff. Keep going.
And the rings, and the nose jewels.
Yeah, the nose jewels.
And the changeable suits of apparel.
Right, different clothes. You know, the black woman look, she got different clothes in her closet. Boy. You know.
And the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses, the fine linen, and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of a well-set hair, baldness.
So there you have it, man. The Most High, He know His people, man. And we're going to get on the men next. A few scriptures we're going to close out. What's that scripture going to say? They are hiding prison. Get Isaiah 51 and 20. And they say they are hid in prison houses. We ain't gonna just get on the sisters, we finna get on the brothers too, man.
Isaiah chapter 42, verse 50, 20. Hold on, what, Salaki? 22.
You got it?
Yeah, I believe it's 22.
And you get Isaiah 51 and 20. That was the one I went to.
All right. Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22. But this is the people robbed and spoiled. They are all, Salakia, they are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
Right, they hid in prison, man. There's over like maybe 20 million black, Latino, and Native American men that's incarcerated, locked up behind bars, man.
And they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none deliver.
So none deliver, man. You can have the best lawyer, man. If you did that crime, you ain't getting out, man. Even if you did that crime, they can railroad you, man, like they was doing in the Jim Crow era, man. Down in the South, man. You know, I was hearing a lot of tripped out stories, man, when I was down south, man. My stepfather used to tell me that, man, a lot of dudes that they didn't do that crime that they said that they committed, man. And they was given life, death penalty, all that, man. So that's a sad sight right there, man. You know? Get that.
Isaiah 51, verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets.
Right.
As a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of Yahweh. They rebuke the rebuke of thy God. Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine.
Right, they not drunk with wine. They drunk off of the philosophies of America. They out here just partying and, you know what I'm saying, bullshit, like Biggie said, yeah. That's it. We're gonna close out on this last scripture because we came out late for the camp. You know, and the brothers, they got good sessions in. at a different location. So we're gonna close out for a second. So get that last scripture. This is the last scripture right here.
This is Psalms, chapter 119, verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word.
Right.
With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments.
So that's what it's all about. You Black Americans, Latinos, Native American Indians, to come back to the Most High, you got to come back to His commandments, and you will prosper in all your ways. And with that, I want to say, call Halal Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and Shalom.
Shalom.